since U.S. Army Reserve Army Captain Frank Musisi returned to his home in Uganda and found the HIV/AIDS epidemic had ravaged the village where he grew up. He knew something had to be done.
Urged by his mother, Captain Musisi used his military training, compassion, and faith to start an outpatient clinic to fight the AIDS outbreak and save his village.
And as reporter Heath Allen shows us, Captain Frank Musisi is living proof that very little can't be accomplished with dedication and hard work.
I was shocked. People I knew, same classmates who sat in classroom, they were dead.
When Captain Frank Musisi went home to the Sese Islands of Uganda a decade ago, he found his village dying. At the urging of his mother, Najuma, he'd come to America for education and had ultimately joined the military. But when he returned home,
my village was going to die. People were dying and they needed help.
Fully a third of his village stricken with HIV/AIDS. So in 2004, Musisi used his own personal savings and his mother's house to start a clinic to educate and treat victims, inspired by his mother.
She also volunteered to feed all the health workers would bring in to work, so she would feed them and house them.
In the decades since, now Captain Frank Musisi lost his mother, but against all odds mounted the Sese Islands African AIDS Project. In an area rampant with prostitution and unprotected sex, Musisi not only provided treatment but began teaching abstinence, marital fidelity, and protection.
In the last 3 years, we've treated over 44,000 people.
The Ugandan parliament recognized his accomplishments, what he was able to do with very little money, recruited volunteers, teachers, and village leaders. He built 2 clinics with a combination of compassion, education, and his military training.
The critical thinking process. When I go over there, I'm able to utilize the skills I've taken here and go over there and help educate the leaders on how to run the facility.
Captain Musisi now commands headquarters company of the 377th Special Troops Battalion at Belt Chase. He's a man who does not hesitate to go all the way up his personal chain of command.
Each time I have hardships, I pray. I go say prayer and I ask for divine guidance, things that I'm doing. It is very, very important, part of my life.
No doubt something he learned from his mother too, instilling in him early on the belief that one man really can make a difference. On your side, Heath Allen, WDSU News.
And if you would like to learn more about the Sese Islands African AIDS Project, all you have to do is log on to our website. That, of course, is WDSU.com.